Good afternoon and welcome to your Co-op Community Stadium, the venue for Leamington's 17th league game of the campaign. Although the gales that have played havoc with the quality of football over the past few weeks appear to have subsided, Holleran will still be hoping that today will mark the wind of change for his side. Leamington are certainly feeling the end of year blues good and proper. Today presents a golden opportunity for Leamington to put themselves back on track after slipping out of the playoffs for the first time in a month against a Bradford Park Avenue side who aren't having the best of seasons themselves. With just 3 wins and 15 league games to their name, they're back in familiar territory, looking anxiously over their shoulders at the drop zone, of which they lie just 1 point above. With Leamington having only lost once here in the league all season and Bradford only having one away victory, records are very much on the table to be broken this afternoon. Alex Prosser helps it out wide towards Dan Turner. Looks for Steph Morley on the overlap, but instead dances in field and offloads to Clark. Clark looking to complete the switch out wide towards Down Meredith, who do well to keep that in, but Cameron Anderson has come to his right back's aid and managed to just poke the ball back into play. Mooney holds it up on the edge of the penalty area and invites Alex Prosser to burst forward through the midfield. He offloads to Morley, left-hand side crossing position for Morley. In it goes towards the penalty area. Turner was underneath it, but got his header all wrong under pressure from about 2 red and black striped shirts and just headed over the crossbar. Again, it's Mooney who drops deep to pick up possession, heads on towards Anderson. English has made the burst through the centre, but it's well read by Mark Ross, who intercepts the Cameron Anderson's threaded ball through and sends it high into the illuminated floodlights clear. But Dan Turner might get onto this, the wrong side of Ross. Still going, Dan Turner into the penalty area, back to goal. Still Turner, hits the post! Agonising for Leamington. The perseverance from Dan Turner, but agonisingly close to a fantastic end product. Meanwhile, Bradford Park Avenue coming down the other end, but Carl Morrison sees the danger, or does he? Johnson picks up, and down the other end, Sargent has to produce a good save from Isaac Marriott. One end to the field to the other in a heartbeat. Dan Turner got the wrong side of Mark Ross and a loose ball forward to the penalty area, had to twist and turn, and in the end he was back to goal. Managed to turn on the sixpence and release a fierce strike towards Sykes Kenworthy's goal, which ricocheted back off the post. And then down the other end was Isaac Marriott, who was testing Matt Sargent in the Leamington goal, who had to produce his first save in a Leamington shirt.
Yeah, I think Carl Morrison saved by Matt Sargent, his old Alvechurch pal, because he dived in, he went over the ball, and then they broke. Luckily, he's quick enough to get back in, but that time Sarge pulled the save out of the bag.
It's Staunton in the centre circle, just inside the Leamington half. Seeks out Ollie Johnson, the edge of the penalty area. Good ball to find him. Left-hand side, Johnson teasing a ball into the back post towards Doherty, who steers away from Morley and gets a shot away on goal. But it's a good recovery challenge from Steph Morley. Doherty brought under his spell, just got it out of his feet to get past Steph Morley and release an effort on goal. But Morley did well to recover and turn the ball behind for a corner. But Leamington finding themselves a bit of defending to do at the moment. Left-footed corner this time towards the back post, dealt with at the back post by Leamington. Steered back in towards the penalty area towards Johnson, who's taken it well. Left-footed strike is deflected, and the follow-up came in from Richmond, and it's Sargent who had to produce a smart save down to his left-hand side. Leamington just aren't dealing with these second balls at the moment in their penalty area. An initial shot came in from Johnson, that was well charged down. Richmond was waiting to fire on the edge of the penalty area, and was denied by a smart save down to his left-hand side from Matt Sargent. But Leamington surviving at the moment by the skin of their teeth. Another corner from that same left-hand side, which are proving to cause havoc inside the Leamington penalty area. Leamington will look to recycle this ball with Steph Morley. In field to Cameron Anderson, rides the challenge of Clee well. Anderson charges down the right-hand side. Cameron Anderson in on goal. Terrific block comes in from the Bradford Park Avenue defender. But Leamington still have it from the recycled ball. Steph Morley fires towards goal, but Sykes Kenworthy right behind it, right in line with us here. A fierce strike from Steph Morley. A good recycle of the ball by Leamington. Havern with a vital block in as Anderson got the shot away, and then Steph Morley with a thunderbolt of his own, which safely found the hands of Sykes Kenworthy. Kelsey Mooney is away, through on goal, 1-1 with the goalkeeper. Well, he's just lost his footing, hasn't he, Kelsey Mooney, at the vital moment. 2 retreating challenges on him.
That is a great opportunity. He's got him behind the centre-backs. I think he thinks they're bearing down on him, and the effort's in fairness, very wide, to say the least.
Steph Morley, left-hand side on the halfway line, and it goes all the way back to Jack Lane in his own defensive line. Leamington nil, Bradford Park Avenue nils. Lane gives it away towards Bradford Park Avenue player, and now Doherty's in on goal, and Doherty gives Bradford Park Avenue the lead, and out of nowhere Leamington shoot themselves in the foot, and it's Jack Lane with a loose ball in his own back line, which was taken full opportunity by Isaac Marriott, who got on it, picked his head up, and despite the last gasp challenge from Carl Morrison, it's Doherty who can just trickle the ball over the line and slot it past the on-rushing Matt Sargent. And out of nowhere, Bradford Park Avenue take the lead early in the second half. Leamington nil, Bradford Park Avenue 1. It's a goal of all Leamington's own doing.
Yeah, Jack Lane, it's quite unlike him really. He's very good on the ball. He normally keeps it well, but he had his heart in his mouth then, and rightly so, because Brad Doherty for Bradford Park Avenue has looked sharp all afternoon, and unlike when we go through on goal, he doesn't look like missing.
So what do Leamington have in response to the opening goal from Brad Doherty? Morley over the halfway line, left-hand side, lofted high towards the edge of the penalty area, headed down by English towards Gittins towards goal, deflects off his own player, Kelsey Mooney, and behind for a goal kick. That one was travelling though from Callum Gittins, just hit it like a rocket across the turf, used the skid of the turf to his advantage, but Kelsey Mooney getting in the way of his teammate's shot and deflecting it behind for a goal kick. Bradford Park Avenue have been able to deal with everything they've thrown at them so far. Gittins looking to change that, sweeping ball out towards the left flank, and Turner will do well to keep that in, but keep it in that he has. Invites Morley forward, charging towards the bar, and left-footed ball across the penalty area, and it's turned home by Kelsey Mooney. Finally, Mooney gets his goal, his fourth in the league, and Leamington back on level terms. That's exactly the reaction that Paul Horan would have wanted. It's wet, it's windy, it's cold, but we're in for an entertaining last 20 minutes as one of these sides try and strive for a winner, Jack.
Sometimes in a season you need a goal at the right time, and Kelsey Mooney was that man today. He gambled on the cross coming in. What a ball in by Steph Morley, and what a finish. Well, he couldn't really miss it, but I'm buzzing for him because I told him to go out and put himself about, and he has. He's nearly got booked, and I'm happy with that. And not only that, he's finished and he's scored, and that'll do his confidence a world of good.
English gets his head on it and can flick it out towards Morley. Morley, cross-goal opportunity, and it goes towards the back post where Parker was waiting, taken off his head by a Bradford Park Avenue man. Prosser steers towards goal again. It's Bradford in the way. Headed back towards Joe Parker inside the penalty area. Brilliant save by Sykes Kenworthy, and then the follow-up is blazed over the crossbar by Dan Meredith. What an opportunity for Leamington to take the lead. And we're going to have another dramatic end to proceedings on Harbury Lane as Turner looks to hoist the ball up towards Kelsey Mooney to run onto. Junior English rising in the midfield. The loose ball breaks towards Turner. Brilliant recovery challenge from Junior English in the centre of midfield. And now Kelsey Mooney is away down the left-hand side of the penalty area. Goes down inside the penalty area and wins the penalty for Leamington. So Leamington with a golden opportunity maybe to steal all 3 points 5 minutes from time. And again, it's just a nothing ball through towards Kelsey Mooney, who had so much to do on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Just nipped past Motley Henry, who left an outstretched leg, and Kelsey Mooney toppled over it. Didn't need a second invitation, and after a bit of persuasion, Kelsey Mooney lobs the ball down at Dan Turner's feet, and it looks like it will be Dan Turner taking this one from the penalty spot, but there was a bit of hesitation there, wasn't there, Jack?
I saw Paul Holloran after the game having a word with somebody if he didn't give that ball up there. But look, it's frustrating for him because he wants a second goal. He's a striker. If he didn't want the ball, I'd be frustrated. But Dan Turner is our penalty taker. He scored the last 3. Let's see if he can do it again.
So then, Dan Turner from 12 yards. Thomas Kirk just giving Sykes Kenworthy his orders on his goal line. Here it comes. Dan Turner. Saved by Sykes Kenworthy. Turner went down the middle. Sykes Kenworthy stayed at home and palmed it away to safety. And we remain level here at your Co-op Community Stadium.
Oh, he struck it well. It's a nice height. keeper might have watched his previous penalties because he's gone there before, and he stood there and he saved it.
Kelsey Mooney, who will be a bit despaired at that save, I'm sure, after wanting to take the penalty. Turner, tight to the touchline on the left-hand side, looking to race away infield, still going down Turner, edge of the penalty area. His shot towards goal is spilled by Sykes Kenworthy, and Mooney's there on the follow-up. Will be a corner to Leamington then, after a kerfuffle of drama. Steph Morley left-footed, Morrison's up from the back, but it's steered away to safety by Bradford Park Avenue and cleared away by Clee, only up towards Doherty. It's turned out to be a fantastic ball for Bradford Park Avenue, and Rawson is making a burst in the centre. If Doherty can pick his head up, it's threaded through towards Rawson, in on goal, and it's smothered at his feet by Sargent as Rawson just wanted a fraction too long there. And end to end, both teams with chances to win it. And it comes again from Staunton, flicked on into the boards, the penalty area. Gomez back to goal, left-hand side. Can he create something? Give it Bradford Park Avenue. Comes out to Marriott, taken off his toe by Joe Parker, who's pleading his innocence with the tackle. And there is the full-time whistle, and the points are shared here at Leamington. So for Bradford Park Avenue, it's another point towards safety for them, and for Leamington, it's a point that doesn't really help them in their search in a hopeful search for a playoff place. No win now in 4 league games for Leamington. They'll be hoping to get some wind back in their sails across the Christmas period. But for now, they've been held at home by relegation-threatened Bradford Park Avenue. It's finished here, Leamington 1, Bradford Park Avenue 1.
So, Paul, a 1-1 draw today against Bradford Park Avenue. Your thoughts on the game?
I thought we started the game well. Like 2 really good opportunities with Carmen and Dan to get ahead. But you'd have to say then that they finished the half strongly and asked a lot of where to dig deep. I thought we accepted a little bit start the second half, start at the end of the first half. Lost our shape a little bit. But I thought second half we got a grip of the game, really got a grip of the game. Listen, we've made a mistake, which the lads punished us with a great finish. But you know, when you consider the situation with players at the moment and the injuries we're having at the moment, I thought we really responded well. That character that I was looking for, that personality within the group, led brilliantly by, I thought, Kelsey and Junior today. And, we got the ball in better areas, backed it up. And again, listen, Kelsey's had the one-on-one, hasn't he? We've had a couple of great chances. I thought our goal was fantastic. I thought it was a real good play. Junior English late in the game, he's great. Retain of the ball, good play down the left hand, good bit of quality. And Alex Prosser was just trying to get him to do that more. Great, super. And then you could smell there was probably only one team going to win it. And I thought, we've done really well for the penalty, haven't we? And you'd back down. You've seen his penalties this year. He's been phenomenal. So disappointed with that one, but really pleased with performance levels, individuals. We've had to patch a few up tonight and strap a few up, and we've done everything but win the game, really, I think.
So we saw Joe Clark go off in the first half. Have you got an update on him?
Yeah, well, listen, obviously, it's just tough at the moment. There's obviously, if you go back to the start of the season, Joe, Jack and Simeon in there, that's all gone at the moment. Devin Kelly-Evans, that horrific tackle last week, which wasn't seen. Ankle's not too clever. Got Alex Prosser again. People like Alex Prosser and Junior and Joe Parker, they're really having to go through it to play at the moment to get us through because we're 5 good players out. That's what we've got. Good players out, and we're still putting in performances like that. So that's the pleasing thing. But it's tough at the moment. I might even have to dip into the market again just to get us through Christmas because I think Joe Parker could be. He's been playing with that. We thought he'd be okay, but looks like he's got a little pull in there. So that could be another problem for us. But yeah, but to be fair, when you look at that plays me second half when you look at people like you look at Junior English, you look at the young and Kelsey. People forget Kelsey, young boys, never played first team regular. I thought he was very good today, and lots of people step up. Guito comes on, does a job. Prosser, who probably isn't at the moment, but he's not up to train in the week, so he shouldn't really be fit enough to play 90 minutes in these conditions. But he does. They've got big hearts and they have a go for him. Listen, sometimes you've got to stand back. When the players have give that much effort, it's very hard to criticise them, but there's 2 key points. one, we've made a mistake for the goal, and the second point is we've probably had 3-4 really big opportunities and not took them, and that's why we've only got a point and not 3.
And this week we've seen James Mace return from his deal at Bromsgrove. How good is it to see him back in around the club?
Yeah, he was one of my first signings. He's a fantastic professional. Exactly the same mould, make of junior English. You can never have enough of them about. And listen, he's in the squad. He's just got to now get himself back involved again, and I'm sure second half of the season there'll be plenty of minutes there for James, and his versatility will be crucial to us. And the fact with the problems in the middle of the park, it also would free Dan up to go in there if we needed to do that as an option. But no, it's great. I mean, he probably represents everything that we've been good at the last 10-11 years. So yeah, good to have him back.